Because you can't drink and talk at the same time.
Leave the conversation to us and order another beer.
You're listening to Texas's live
Midday
beer-centric show, Liquid Lunch.
Liquid Lunch.
With producer Perry,
Kennedy and Schaumburg. Here are your hosts,
Catherine Contreras,
and Josh Stewart.
Hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hooray for beer!
Yeah, you do. Hey, Catherine.
Hey, I feel so Thursday.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a good day.
it is a good day.
Is it getting hot there?
It's hot. It's
Hot AF in San Antonio.
Yeah, it's officially uncomfortable everywhere. Officially, I'm just looking at your monitor there. I'm gonna adjust the colors. I probably should have done some of this before we got on air, but technically, are we on air?
Probably.
Yeah,
I mean, I see us.
yeah, we're there. Contrast. I think it's the brightness. Let's see. Maybe it's the brightness needs to come down.
I think that's just my aura.
Your aura is. There we go. Look at that. See, it looks better. Does that look better? A little more. Maybe it's the light. Maybe it's the lighting. I don't know what it is. That's gonna have to work for now. Maybe we need a better TV. Kennedy, you're the video guy. What would make that better? Not having the.
No, it's cameras.
Oh, it's just the cameras.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
so there's
we-
nothing
we-
we can do about it.
Well, if we want to spend $1,000 on camera,
Oh,
I'll fix that right.
well, of course we do. We
Fix
just
that
don't
right
have
up.
1,000. We want to.
Yeah.
Fix
I
it
wanna
right
do a
up.
lot of things.
We
Yeah.
just can't. All right. Today I would like to public service announcement.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I gotta adjust me. Look at that. Too much headroom there. There. A little better. There. These are tight, Kennedy. Tight.
Are you talking? Oh, it's fine.
It's not fine.
It's
There.
fine.
I slouch, which is not good. I should sit up with my shoulders back.
Yeah, shouldn't we all?
Yes, it's
Work, though.
psychologically it shows that you're open, and so people are more accepting.
Oh, no, never mind. Then I'm just going to go like that.
Yeah, when you slouch,
'Cause
you're
I am not open or accepting.
you're trying to fend off the world.
Don't talk to me.
People see
Yeah.
something I learned this morning on a YouTube video, so it must be true.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah.
Hardcore. You're just doing all that research.
I do.
Yeah.
I watch way more YouTube than I do real TV
Really?
because it comes in snippets. I like
Yeah, it's
snippets.
quick.
Yeah. Apologies for the late start. That's Catherine. Hey, Catherine
What's up, y'all?
from San Antonio, as she
Right.
said, where it's hot, and I
Yeah.
am Josh, where it is also hot in the Houston area.
Stupid hot.
It is. It's gotten into ridiculous.
My car yesterday said 104. What planet is this?
We are on the surface of the sun.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Too
with,
much.
With only hotter, more humid months to come.
Ugh. And then I have a 16-year-old who doesn't see the benefit of quickly leaving the school and getting into the car. She has to visit and talk to every person as she's walking, and I'm just melting, waiting for her.
And not in like, oh, there's my offspring. I'm melting because I love them so much. It's you're physically.
No, because I'm physically melting. It's so hot, and I don't want to leave my car running because that wastes gas.
Whoa.
I've got the windows down.
Totally. No matter where the price of oil, we're in Houston, so we're kind of sensitive to the price of oil, right, Kennedy?
Yeah.
But that's totally worth it. $5, $7, $8, $20 a gallon.
Probably is,
Just
yeah.
leave it
Yeah.
running.
Just leave it running so that you're not melting.
Yeah, that's Ooh.
I think what your 16-year-old is trying to tell you is that she wants a car of her own.
I'm sure she is, and every day she sends me links to possible cars, and I'm like, that's cute.
Yeah.
Get a job, kid. Get a job.
Get a job. And speaking of that voice you just heard, that is the one and only Kennedy. He has an intro. Make sure that's part of it. There you go.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Kennedy.
All right, Kennedy, welcome. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Thanks for all your hard work.
I feel welcome.
Yeah. So.
Good. Well, you have your own intro, so you should feel it.
Well, I cut him out of the new one. If you're listening on the podcast or the audio side, you heard it. Kennedy
Yeah.
was underwhelmed.
Yeah.
Catherine. He was underwhelmed. He's like, I expected more. I've been waiting a year.
Yeah.
I
Well,
expected more.
It took a year.
Well, no.
Well,
to
and
get
it
that.
sounds like a year's worth of work to me. I don't.
It sounds like 30
What did
minutes
you
worth of
want
work
it?
to
You
me.
wanted it to be longer. You wanted it to be jazzier.
Yeah, what do you?
No, after like a year in the waiting, I thought I was going to be blown away.
What would blow you away? Everybody, it's Kennedy on his own
No.
show, and he's the star.
No.
He's the hottest guy to ever live. Drinks less beer.
Well,
And the show is all about him and all about his needs and wants. It's the Kennedy Show. And Josh and Kat.
Thanks, Kennedy.
you know, that's an improvement right there.
Okay, let's
There we
just
go.
cut that and use
Yeah,
that.
There we go.
Perfect.
We'll add some like a little tambourine underneath that, maybe. Kazoo. Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh,
Whoa.
shit. I wasn't supposed to do that.
Yeah, no kidding.
Hell no. There we go. Oops.
Yeeps. Listen.
You
I can diagnose this real quick, Catherine. I know exactly what's going on here with Kennedy, his buttons and all the tomfoolery.
Oh my God, look at me. Okay.
Yeah, no, you're looking good.
Wow.
I'm on a delay, so I see everything about 10 to 20 seconds after you guys do.
Oh well, it's San Antonio's far.
Yeah.
You know, but you look good. You look good.
Thanks.
We need to. I know what's wrong with Kennedy. I know what's wrong with all of us.
Well, do we have time?
Well, I meant the immediate.
Okay.
As you can see, this is empty.
Yeah. Oh, there's no beer in his hand.
Yeah, let's fix this. Ready?
Grumpy Kennedy.
Fix it.
It's time for your favorite segment and mine here on Liquid Lunch.
The Kennedy Show.
This is
What you drinking?
Where's my...
It's time for What You Drinking on the Kennedy Show. Kennedy, what you drinking? Gut.
Currently nothing.
Oh,
Soon. Let's do this one.
let's do it.
All right. I was in San Antonio this weekend.
Yes, he was.
And I got the pleasure of visiting
Sorry.
Freetail.
I can just notice my hands fidgeting. I do
Okay.
this all show.
Freetail.
South Preston location?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Which location?
Oh,
Which
it's the production brewery.
Okay. South Preston.
Yeah, that one. So I had this there and it was delicious. So I have to get off mic to pour this and do everything. But
You know what?
it's called Divided by Abstraction,
Okay.
and it is a hold on. How they list this?
Probably on the label. But you're the beer expert because this is your show. So why don't
All
you tell
right,
us?
it's basically a sour beer that's been aged in wine barrels.
What kind of wine
Okay.
barrels? Looks like red.
I don't know. I don't know.
Doesn't say.
It's a good question for Scott.
Well, Scott's a busy man.
Scott makes some pretty far out sours.
Yes. I'm going to look it up. What's the name of this one again?
Guys,
Freetails.
Divided by Abstraction.
Free.
I have not even tried that one yet. Look at that.
You want us to pour it through our mics?
Yeah.
And then just
do that. See what happens.
Freetails. Freetail divided by abstraction. That's abstraction. Why do I have to put in all these words? It should just pop up. Thank you. Look at that. Thank you. Thank you, Kennedy, for this beer on the Kennedy Show. Here we go. Guided by abstraction, sour ale. Let's see. Where is more of a thing? Let's see. A blend of, okay, I don't know this. Ananke and Woodicus bases. Okay, fruit, wood, thyme, and microflora. Ooh, there's microflora in here. I think that all comes from that label right there, right? Let's see. Doesn't say what type of fruit. Oh, let's see. Ooh, a hint of pie cherries. Blushing with ripeness. Barrel-aged Belgian blonde. Re-fermented with cherries. There we go. That's the info I was looking for. Re-fermented with cherries. Catherine?
Yeah.
That's a true secondary Kennedy. Kennedy's been homebrewing. And he wanted to do the show while he bottled, and I tried to tell him
Not a good idea.
bad idea. Not just not a good one, bad idea.
Terrible.
Shortchange your beer, shortchange the show because it is the Kennedy
Right.
Show. And, you get distracted on either side and bad things can happen. Look at,
Yeah.
we're actually paying attention and we're 12 minutes late.
And bad things are still happening.
Well, it's about to get better. But a true second, okay, so in home brewing, a lot of the times, which, if you go to the grain cellar, and Preston tells you all about it, secondary is typically that the second carboy that you rack off of your trub, or if you're doing wind your lees, it just depends on, what you're doing. But if you rack off your trub, to clarify, that's not a true secondary. A true
You rack off your trub?
Yeah, you rack off of the trub, right? So the trub, you've homebrewed before, right, Catherine?
I mean, I didn't rack any trubbing. I didn't rack anything off my trub.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to. For the ale, it's pretty quick.
I don't think I have a trub.
You will. Well, once you ferment, you get trub at the bottom of your.
Do you?
Yes.
It's the junk
get
at the
trub?
bottom.
Yeah, it's all the spent spent
trub.
yeast, the yeast,
Yeah.
and the hop matter that fell out of the beer. Is it clarified?
You don't want to
No.
stir it up. I learned that.
Yeah, it doesn't taste very good either.
Yeah.
But-
well, it never does.
Right. But if you're doing an ale or something quick and you just rack off of that right into your bottling bucket or whatever, you're
Right.
fine. But sometimes if you're doing something you want a little bit more clarification, or if it's really cloudy and you're not making a NEPA or something like that where you don't want
Yeah.
it cloudy, then you would rack off, or doing a lager, rack off into a second vessel, maybe even cold store it, lager it. But that's not a true secondary. This would be a true secondary fermentation where they ferment it initially with the yeast, then they rack it off of the initial yeast, whatever, onto cherries, new source of sugars. Second
Do you put
fermentation.
more yeast in with the second fermentation?
Typically on a secondary, it would be something like a blend of bacteria and wild yeast.
So you're not pitching any more yeast in secondary?
Not typically.
Okay.
Not typically. There would be
that's-
plenty of yeast left. You wouldn't need to, but then typically you would have, if you do fruit, fruit would have wild yeast on it perhaps as well, and some lactobacillus and maybe some other goodies. Catherine, what are you drinking?
Okay, so today I decided to step up my game just a smidge.
Yes.
Which is hard to do because I'm already at the top of it.
I know,
So to
right?
step it up again, almost impossible. But I'm drinking a craft beer cocktail today, guys.
What? What do you got?
There's a little real ale goza in here,
Mm-hmm.
a little cranberry juice, some lime. It's pretty delicious.
Is it the grapefruit goza or the lime goza?
The lime.
Okay.
Yeah.
So double stereo
Double
lime.
lime. Yeah.
Stereo
just
lime.
to make sure it's sterile. And it's delicious.
Is
And
it?
a little red wine is in there too. A little red wine.
Wow, you got
Is
I
that
just
some
like-
of everything.
is it just,
Dumping it in today.
that's just all you could find?
Yeah, that's what I had in my fridge left over from Mother's Day.
Oh, that's great. That's
Yeah,
great.
it tastes delicious.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay, did you pay attention to the ratios?
Josh, shut up.
I mean, it's
No,
like
of
2
course not.
seconds of
Do you
red wine.
do you live a mom life? Do you ever see moms with like bottles of wine just on the couch?
Oh, yeah.
Drinking?
That's my wife.
That's it. I have this huge pitcher that looks like a big mason jar,
Mm-hmm.
and I just put everything in there
So
and
full
mixed it up.
full can of the goza, right? 1 can?
1 can of goza, yes.
Okay, how much
A little
cranberry
bit of
juice?
wine.
How much is a little bit?
Enough cranberry juice to make it sweet so that it's a cocktail
Okay.
that I can sip for the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and lime. And
Fresh?
I squeezed some fresh limes
Fresh
in there,
lime?
you
Mhm.
know?
Like a half a
Basically,
lime?
I'm replacing, so like, usually my mom used to make this cocktail that was like red wine, Sprite, and limes.
Okay.
So I'm kind of just refinagling that
Is that
so
like
that I can put my beer in it.
what is that called? Not sangria. Is it kind of like not a sangria?
Yeah,
all-
kind of.
kind of?
Except there's no,
No fruit?
I think sangria has bourbon or something in it.
Something. Yeah. And
Yeah.
for big fruit chunks.
Yeah, I don't have any big fruit chunks
Well,
except for you and Kennedy.
that's yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
you.
So
That-
what else do you guys have on the table from Freetail?
Oh,
That's-
is it? That's all from Freetail.
That's
right?
all.
What's
from
the other one?
Freetail
That's it.
today.
Okay, where else did you go?
Um,
Okay, go ahead.
when I was in San Antonio.
Yeah.
Okay, so I went to Southernly,
Okay.
and
Good
I had
choice.
and I had the most pretentious beer ever brewed.
Okay. What was it?
It was called the most pretentious beer ever brewed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I haven't
I-
tried that one yet.
Yeah, it's it's like a dark sour.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's really good. Then we went over to the Granary for some barbecue.
How was it?
And, oh man, that barbecue.
So good, right? Yeah,
That
it's pretty damn good.
barbecue was. Hold on, I need to be on camera for this.
Yeah.
That barbecue was the bomb.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
I had the ribs. The guy suggested the ribs. He said that's our best thing.
Mm-hmm.
He was not lying.
Well, did you try everything else?
Wow.
Pretty yummy.
I mean, when somebody says it's their best, I agree. I believe them, but at the same time,
Jules had some. She had like a brisket sandwich, and the brisket was pretty good too. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we had a couple beers there. Then where else did we go? Then this was still Saturday. So Saturday we also went to Freetail for the nightcap.
Okay.
The guys at Freetail were really cool, and we got like a whole bunch of beer there.
they must have been like, "Hey, you're Kennedy from the Kennedy Show."
No.
And then they went like this.
Something like that. Sure.
Yeah.
The next day we went to New Braunfels Brewing Company.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Did you see Kelly out there?
No, I did not see Kelly.
Did you?
Oh, what a slacker.
No.
Did you message him? Did you message
No.
anybody before you got there?
No.
That's the key. They got to know you're from the Kennedy Show.
Oh, I don't care.
Okay, you went to New Braunfels and where else?
Then we Guadalupe Brewing Company.
Ooh, good choice.
Yeah.
Did you see they're expanding out there?
They need to expand. That place is
Yeah.
packed.
Yeah, it's pretty
There's
tiny.
not a lot of room, and so when you sit outside, there's these misters that like will soak you.
A Mr.
Yeah.
Mister?
Yeah. But yeah, they had really good beer. Really good beers there.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had anything. Did you have the Scotch ale?
No, I had their
Oh.
their IPA.
Okay.
It was good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
I also went to Rolando's Super Tacos,
And
and I had a barbacoa taco
yeah,
that was as big around as my forearm.
yeah, because it's a super taco.
For some reason, I thought I could eat a super taco and a regular sized taco.
Okay.
I only ate like 2/3 of the super taco.
Yeah.
I
Well
could-
worth it though.
But I could barely walk after that 2/3.
Yeah. Welcome to
So,
San Antonio.
Yeah. So the other taco I ate later. I ate that later on in the evening. But as far as Weight Watchers,
Yeah.
I
It
had-
doesn't apply.
I wasn't gonna worry about it, but I tracked everything and I had like 2 90-point days.
You know what I should have done is I should have just invited you and Jules over here for Mother's Day. I don't know why I didn't think about it. Because I made enchiladas and they were delicious.
I thought we talked about that last week.
What?
I thought we talked about the fact that it was Mother's Day and that.
We did, but I didn't think to invite them over to come to my house.
Well, this was also Jules' first time in San Antonio, so we.
Oh, okay, so she wouldn't want to hang out at my house. I got it. No, it's fine, Kennedy. I got it.
No,
No, it's fine.
She did want to meet you, or she does want to meet you.
Yeah.
But we also saw the sights in San Antonio.
I did see that you guys went to the
Right.
Japanese tea garden, which is so beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Got to take lots of like selfies with her.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah. What you gotta do. You gotta do that.
It was awesome. Yeah, loved it.
Yeah.
You know, for Mother's Day, Jason gave me a whole collage of just us and selfies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, that's adorable.
that is.
Yeah, it is
really
adorable.
Adorbs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
We also went to the Alamo.
Oh, I remember that.
Oh,
We went.
that's fun.
We went river walking.
Did you see any snakes on the Riverwalk?
No.
Did you regret it afterwards? Every time I go to the Riverwalk, I'm like, why do I do this to myself?
Well,
Why?
I mean, she had never been, and
Yeah.
we even got on one of the little boats and cruised around, and there was some drunk guy on our boat that was like literally yelling at everyone on the Riverwalk.
Did he kept?
Nice.
He kept saying, "Ahoy, matey."
That's what I was gonna say. Did he refer to himself as like Captain
He did.
Ron or whatever?
He did, and it was funny for like 15 minutes, and then it got a little annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So
Captain
next
Ron.
time you and Jules come to San Antonio, you have to coordinate with me so that I can show you real San Antonio.
Yeah. What else did we do? Oh, we went. Well, obviously went to Southernly, so we went to the Pearl.
So
which-
beautiful.
That's really cool how they've repurposed that old brewery.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have these in the hotel. They have these 2 big old tanks, like huge tanks, like probably 20 feet tall, like 12 feet around, and they've cut out like the front of them and made like booths to sit in and stuff. Nice. Yeah, it was cool.
So there you go.
We went to last place. Oh, shoot, now I forgot the name of it. It's the Mexican restaurant. I think it's Rosario's.
Oh yeah, in Southtown.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So we went there. I guess it's more of a touristy place, but
Yeah, it is. But it's good still.
But everyone who goes
Is that the Puffy Taco place?
They have no. It's like it's not even really Mexican food. I think it's like a combo, but of like some Latin foods. But they have like really good margaritas there,
Well,
like big ones.
what
Yeah.
was the Puffy Taco place that was on Throwdown with Bobby Flay?
I think that was probably one of the Los Barrios restaurants, like Viola's Ventanas or something like that, which is good, but it's not what I would consider to be. It's mainstream Mexican food. It's not like real Mexican food
Okay. You're
made by abuelitas.
apparently your dog hates Bobby Flay. The mere mention of his name. She just lost.
I keep trying to wake her up.
Well, I mentioned Bobby Flay and I
Here's
just
the
hear a
thing.
growl.
Have you guys met? Okay, so my dog Concha is disabled. Her back legs don't work very well.
Oh no.
She's fine. Don't feel bad for her because she makes our lives miserable every day because of it. But she's super lazy, so she doesn't like to move when she's in a spot.
Uh-huh.
I can't get her, and I don't like to pick her up because she eats poop.
Ew.
Yeah, what is with that?
She's like
So, touching
McAfee. Her and
touching
McAfee.
her, yes, touching her is not my favorite thing.
Is she
So,
gonna
like,
run
I
for
just-
president?
I just try to nudge her. She could win at this point.
Well, don't pick her up by the mouth.
No, I know, but like just the idea that she like, and her nose is always running. It's gross. My kids love her though.
Oh, of course. Sounds
They
super
grow
lovable.
all over her. Yeah.
Sounds super duper lovable. Mm-hmm.
We tried putting a diaper on her because sometimes she doesn't make it outside.
How did
But
that-
the back of her is a little slump, so the diapers just fall off right off of her.
Yeah. They need to make better dog diapers.
They need to make better dog diapers, and also because it was Jason's idea, I was like, who's changing that diaper? Because I don't want to have to be the one to clean the dog. You
Yeah,
know what I
no,
mean?
no.
There's fur down there. It's not the same thing as a baby.
No. Yeah.
Do they make dog diapers? Is that a thing?
They
Well,
definitely make
With,
dog
with
Do
like
they?
dog
a
diapers.
hole for the tail?
We would just get the cheap diapers and cut a hole in it before we
Oh, that's smart.
on our old dog. So hey Preston. Preston's there. Preston from the Green Solo. Transition.
Oh, earlier on,
Mm-hmm.
Jeff was asking if it is pronounced Trub or Troob.
I like Trub. I say Trub. Trub to me sounds too forced.
Yeah, I kind of forced that one out too.
Yeah. Plus,
Yeah.
I had to force out a Troob.
Plus, there's a homebrew club here in the Tomball / Cypress / Houston area called the Trub Club. The Trub Club wouldn't work. It'd be the Trub Club. Trub
So-
Club.
That
Press-
makes sense.
Preston was just asking about how my beer's going.
Oh, Preston. Okay, Preston needs to weigh in on this. Preston, he wanted to do the show from his house while he bottled.
No, it's not true.
It is true. Mike told me. Mike never lies. Mike was like, Kennedy wants to do the show from his house and bottle
No,
at the
I
same
was
time.
going to bottle before we did the
That's
show.
how's that not true? You said it's not true, and then you just said that's what you wanted to do.
You didn't let me. You didn't hear what I just said.
You wanted to bottle your beer.
It's before the show. Like bottle and then do the show. Like,
But you told me you
start-
wanted to do.
Whoa!
What'd you do? Don't grab the dog that way. That's so rude. You said she doesn't like it when you lie, Kennedy. No, did he hurt you? Come here.
Oh my God, Kennedy.
Jesus. I just
Why?
killed his dog.
Jesus Christ,
She's
superstar.
So sad. It's okay. It's okay. Anyway, he said he wanted to bottle a couple of bottles during the show. And I was like, logistically, how are you going to make that work without
Right.
just messing it all up? You
Yeah.
gotta leave it all out. It's a bad idea. And he wouldn't
Yeah.
listen to me until he couldn't technically make it work, and that's what changed his mind. Would have been too late.
All right. I was gonna bottle a few beers,
On the show,
like a few.
which is super fascinating to watch.
I wasn't gonna make a whole big production about it. I was just basically gonna put like caps
He
on
was
it.
just gonna like chat
ooh, look
while
at,
he's
look at these
bottling.
beers.
Which always is,
Yeah.
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 Well, don't worry about it. It didn't. I couldn't make it work technically. So
Yeah.
Look at
Anyway,
this. You guys see this?
long.
Oh, is that?
Whoa.
That's a pretty
I hope
spectacular garnish.
Wow.
That's
I hope you
my,
turned off your
that's-
ceiling fan.
That's the home that I live in.
You don't have a ceiling fan going, do you?
Did you
It's going slowly, but she's a really smart bird, so
Does
she
she-
doesn't.
does she make-
doesn't fly up there.
political statements all over the house? Did you watch
Yeah.
John Oliver? Where the
Yeah.
what's the guy that runs Venezuela, Maduro?
Your dog is just giving me the stink eye
Well,
right
you
now.
grabbed her.
Yeah,
in the-
because you grabbed her.
I didn't
you
grab
manhandled her.
I
Yeah.
was petting her.
Hashtag me too. What's your dog's name?
This is Bella,
She needs to write a blog now.
a dog blog.
Yeah.
Or doggy bloggy.
No, that's
Yeah.
I like doggy bloggy.
that's like German, according to Adam Cryer. There, that sounds
Oh.
forced. All German words sound forced.
So anyway, Preston, I'm bottling tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow morning, Mike's coming over, and we're gonna bottle.
Preston, let me clarify.
It's still bubbling.
Let me clarify what he was wanting to do. He was wanting to do the show, like all the button pushes, all the streaming, all of that, while he bottled for the first time by himself.
Yeah.
That's what he was wanting to do. Bad idea.
Yeah.
It's not exactly what I wanted to do.
Yeah, I agree with Jeffrey though. Get the keg set up. Bottle once, then buy those kegs.
Well, like if you're gonna share your beers, I don't know,
Which you are.
yeah,
Have
yeah.
people over,
Well, that means I have to invite a bunch of people over.
or get two small kegs, two 2.5s,
Yeah.
and then take a keg with you.
Let me ask you a question, Kennedy. Do you clean all the time or just when people are coming over?
Well, I have a new place, so I've been cleaning all the time.
Okay, so for now.
For now, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's always pretty clean.
Okay.
Give that about 4 months, and probably only when people come over.
Has Jules coming over made you cleaner?
No, I think it's just the new place, and my place is
Okay.
actually pretty nice. So
Just wondering. Because when Jason and I first started dating, he was like always cleaning. And now he never does. So that's why I just know that it was because we had just started dating.
Yeah. There's no need to clean.
No, I mean it's fine because I'll just do it for him, right? But he wasn't super clean, but you could tell that he had just done something. Like when you walk in somewhere and you can smell cleaning products every time I came over, I was like, wow, this guy cleans a lot.
Yeah, he should have just bought candles.
He does. He has a lot of candles too.
There you go.
He's a candle.
That's how you
He's
do it.
kind of like my mom. He loves candles and mugs,
But not the decaf.
not the decaf because that's stupid.
Yeah.
Did you ever go over and surprise him, and his place wasn't clean?
No, I did surprise him a couple of times, but he was just playing video games. But it wasn't that dirty that I remember.
Did you ever catch him after like 3 days of no shower and just eating cereal the whole time?
When Hazel was born.
Yeah. Oh, okay, good. Know that, of
Yeah.
course. Hey, Heather. Heather's watching. Everybody say hey to Heather.
Hi, Heather.
Hey,
Hey,
Heather.
Heather.
Yes. So she's
Do you,
watching.
do you
Hey,
know how to
guys.
say her last name?
I'll be honest. I was just about to ask Heather. Can you phonetically spell out
Ganoush.
your gut? Is it?
Ganoush.
It used to be Hamilton. That was easy.
Yeah.
I could handle that. But I have a fear of mispronouncing people's names. So like I'll just say, "Hey, you, Heather."
I forget people's names all the time. It's the worst thing. And it's not because I don't care about them as people. It's because I have a terrible memory. So then when I run into people in public, I'm always like, oh, hey.
I do pretty good with that, mainly because the people I'm around, I'm always friends with on Facebook, and that's like flashcards.
Okay,
it's like
so you remember, yeah.
name flashcards. So
Yeah.
you see it. Oh wait, it's like Banana Show, Gana Show,
Oh.
Gana Show,
Gana
Gana
Show.
Show, Gana Show.
Gana Show.
Is Gana Show?
Gana.
Heather
that-
Gana Show.
Banana
Show.
Ganana Show. Ganana?
Banana.
Gana.
Gana.
Ganana Show. Heather Banana Show.
I like Banana Show. Heather Banana Show.
That's like when you wear a banana hammock. It's time for the Banana Show. Here we go.
That's a different kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's not
Not
what we're doing.
nailed it.
Not today.
Good. No, not today. Not on this
No.
episode. Kennedy
Not
will
on
bring
this
that next episode. The Kennedy Show.
The Kennedy Show. All bananas, all the time.
All the bananas. All right. Bella, you got
But bananas are
I gotta-
bananas are free in Weight
Gotta get into
Watchers.
this beer thing here.
I do eat a lot
And
of
delicious.
bananas.
Yeah.
It's like every day I'm eating like at least 2 bananas and about 6 eggs.
Bananas are free.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
All fruit is free.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
it doesn't
interesting.
really make sense, but yeah, all fruit is free.
Good. No bananas involved.
I really slipped up this weekend because it was Mother's Day, and I just did not care.
How many points? Like, because
I
Kennedy,
did
so he
not
went
even track them.
180 in 2 days.
I ate enchiladas. I ate oh, I had salad. That wasn't too bad. Oh, Jason bought this big, beautiful Italian cream cake. Made that cake my bitch this weekend. Happy Mother's Day to me.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's good. Where did I feel like I did something this weekend, but I can't remember all the way back to that thing. I went to 11 Below. That was fun.
That's exciting.
Yeah, we dropped 2 of our daughters off at a party and took our other daughter with us to the brewery. Had a pretty intense round robin Connect 4 tournament there between the 3 of us.
Okay.
So
Did your daughter feel left out because she wasn't invited to the party?
I don't know. It's one of those things you have to deal with. They have separate groups of friends, because they do different activities. So you just have to learn to deal with it, maybe. Because she's friends with a lot of those other girls. But, there's only so many people you can invite. So we try to facilitate getting over it.
Right.
Getting over ourselves. That's the key to life. Get over yourself.
We do that too. Because a lot of times, I don't know, even when I have a birthday party, I don't want a bunch of extra kids because, I don't want to supervise everybody. But yeah, my kids always, well, if she's going, can I go too? And then I'm like, well, no, because you weren't invited.
Yeah.
You can't just invite yourself somewhere. That's rude.
Yeah. No, and I get the sentiment. I remember thinking that. It's like, oh, that would be fun. Of course it would be. That's why they're having a party there.
Right.
But, but there's a protocol.
not-
So,
yeah.
Maybe next time.
Yeah.
Heather's new job. She's a realtor. Some real estate type thing, I believe. I don't know all the details. I don't.
Yeah, if you need to buy a house,
Heather's-
talk to
Heather
Banana Show.
Banana Show.
Yeah.
Yeah, we miss
If
you
you have
too,
any
Heather.
banana questions.
Heather's a peach. I'm gonna say that. Heather's a peach. That's
She's
mine.
definitely a fruit.
She's a peach.
Yeah.
No, like in the Jimmy Stewart, like It's a Wonderful Life type of way. She's a peach. She's a peach. I don't know. That's not really it. We got another beer over there. I'm gonna stop that now. How's that?
You have another one? Or
Oh,
you?
we're not done with this.
Oh,
What
good.
do you think
Oh,
about
there's
this
more.
one?
I love it.
Yeah, this one is really
Very
good.
refreshing. I love
Yeah.
fruit secondary sours pretty much across the board. Anything with a little oaky goodness in there. This is my.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, something about the sours and like the oakiness.
I think these types of beers,
They're good combos.
I will never. I'll never not want one. Although there's other times where I would rather like have a, like a stout or like on a cold day or something along those lines,
Right.
But if you were to say, well, I got this sour and it's like freezing, something like that, that's fine. That's good. I'll always enjoy it.
So
But I don't know if I'd enjoy a stout on 102 degrees.
No, I can't. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Not for me.
I do this thing with Julie, and every time she's not a fan of the sours. Mm-hmm. So every time I have a sour, I'm like, oh, this one's a little different. Try it, you'll like it.
Yeah.
And every time I get her, she tries it, and she's like, oh, this thing.
Does she like IPAs?
No.
What does she like?
What does she like?
She likes malt. Anything like with a lot of like a high malt.
She's like Preston.
Profile or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Malty
she
background.
loves. Yeah, so she loves the like brown ales, the reds, and the ambers.
Scotch ales.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you can't. There's places where you go when they don't have any of those.
Does she smoke cigars?
No, she doesn't smoke cigars.
Has she
At least,
ever?
I don't know that she smokes cigars.
Maybe y'all aren't to that level of your.
Yeah.
Maybe she hadn't shared everything with
Yeah.
me.
Like to me, those are like cigar smoking beers.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
So we were at when we were at Freetail. I got her again with this right, this guided by
You
abstraction.
got her? I don't
Yeah.
think is that a fun game? To me, okay. So I try to get my wife to Kelly to try new stuff. I know she doesn't like sours,
Yeah.
so every once in a while I'll be like, you should try this. You may like this because it's hoppier. She's a hophead, like almost exclusively. But it's like, after a while I was like, no, I'm just wasting my beer when I have her try that.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep it to myself.
Yeah.
Well, with this beer, when she had it, she's like, "Oh wow, this is actually pretty good."
Oh, okay.
And then the next day we went to New Braunfels Brewing, which they only have like sours.
Right, that's what they do there.
Yeah, and so I forget which one she had, but she actually liked it a lot. So I think
Does she like wine?
I think she's coming around this hours. Yeah, I think that's why, because she's likes wine.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure that's why she was cool with this one, and then the new Bromfields one she had. If you're listening, Jules, tell me what beer you had. I forgot.
She's crying.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the
Well,
emoji she
she's
just
dating
posted.
Kennedy, so
she,
she probably uses that crying emoji a lot.
yeah, she does that a lot.
That's her soul. She's putting her soul out there. Is that what that little square is? The square on the screen there for the comment? It doesn't do emojis?
It doesn't translate on.
Oh, come on,
our
VMix. You got to
program.
step it
Yeah.
up, man.
Yeah.
Everybody emojis. We got to see that on the chat. Anyway.
Yeah.
She claims that I don't get him. I don't get her with our sour trick. Sour
No,
Well, I mean, if you do it over
she-
100 times, then eventually you get out. You
Can you
know what's coming.
Can you go to that comment now on the screen? It simply says, "No, he never gets me." I don't know that it really means about the beer.
No,
I
that
think-
feels like it's deeper. Yeah.
Jules, what does he not get you?
I don't think
Yeah.
that's true at all.
I think
Let's
there's
talk about it.
yeah, there's always going to be a little bit of a
I think that one day you should bring Jules with you into the studio, and we can have a roundtable discussion.
yeah, therapy session.
Because there's nothing that partners love more than being put on the spot on live television, streaming,
Yes.
podcasting. Nothing they love more.
No. They love it, which is why Kelly's been on this show how many times now?
That's why Jason, every time he sees it on podcasting, he goes into the garage.
I'm going to go mow the yard. You mowed yesterday.
I'm
You
gonna
did
go
again.
sweat in the garage.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not for everybody.
I mean, whatever.
Doing this.
Yeah.
You got to have a
I
special.
gotta have all of this whole package.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I tell you something? Like when you watch yourself on a screen, the screen's right in front of me.
There's nothing.
It's weird because I'm trying to figure out like the proper way to drink on the screen. I think hiding myself here. That's probably the better way. Otherwise, it's like all awkward. It's a weird thing.
Yeah.
Watching yourself do something you normally never see.
And I'm never really quite sure how to drink.
With the mic?
Well, that too. Like, how are you supposed to hold? Are you supposed to?
Oh, the tulip glass or the?
Yeah. Am I supposed to?
No, I think you got too much. You cup it.
Kennedy's all thumbs
Like,
over there.
okay.
Cup it.
So the stem needs to go between middle and ring finger.
Yeah, be careful holding that over your keyboard like that.
Oh, I know.
You're a sneeze away from bringing the show to a screeching halt.
Oh yeah, this show would be dead if I dump this right now. Mm-hmm. So this is the proper way.
I think so. I think it's the most secure. Because the bowl, you hold it in your hand and it warms. That's why you want things that you drink at a warmer temperature. The heat from your hand warms the drink. So those big, Russian Imperial Stouts and whatnot, they get a little. And Brian, we're always pinky out on this show. He says no pinky out.
Oh no, Kennedy's full pinky.
All pinky.
Yeah, all pinkies all the time.
Yeah. They call some people all thumbs. He's all pinkies.
Pinky toes too.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
Yeah.
Like who does that? Who holds their glass with their toes?
It's weird.
Kennedy. Kennedy does.
Hey, if you could drink with your toes,
Yeah.
I am very impressed.
I'm disgusted because I don't. Why would you ever want your foot that close to your mouth?
Well, the foot doesn't actually ever penetrate the mouth, so you're fine.
Yeah. It's not like you're flossing with your toes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're just
All right.
holding you're holding a beer with your foot and drinking with it. And if anybody can do that, I'd love to have you on our show.
Yeah. Well.
For sure.
Yeah. Let's do that. Let's
Yeah.
do some
On the Kennedy Show.
foot drinking.
Is this going to be a thing now?
Yeah, it's already a thing. What do you mean?
Okay. All right. Cool.
If you have a submission for the new Kennedy Show intro,
Yeah, send it to us.
send that along. Care of, I don't know what. Email it to us. Well,
Yeah.
message us and we'll send. We don't want to throw an email address out there for the spammers. I don't know. Do they still do that? People still spam
People still spam you?
Spam?
I don't know.
we actually don't get spam on our email.
because we don't give it out to everybody.
know.
So just message us on
awesome.
Facebook. You can add files and stuff, so we can.
Yeah.
get all that worked
you can
out.
send it that way.
Yeah. And then if we need another, just message us. We'll let you know. Or you can
Yeah.
just call, play it over the voicemail on the drunk dial line,
Or-
713-678-0070.
Oh man, you're too fast.
Oh, 713 678
I don't have my normal setup today.
0070. That's the drunk dial line right there. You can be a part of the show. Anything you want to say. Off hours, if you actually are drunk at night or during the day. Either way,
Call us.
call us. Yeah.
Get a Sharpie out and write that number on your forearm.
Uh-huh.
Don't wash your arm.
Never.
So you'll always
And then go to a public bathroom,
Yes.
write it on the wall
For a good
for a
time.
good time.
for a good time call.
Mm-hmm.
713-678-0070.
Yeah. Or just go to our Facebook page and hit the about, and it's right there.
Or do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Either way. Whatever you got.
I'd really love to see it on the walls of public bathrooms.
I feel like Brash would be a good place to write something on their bathroom wall. They have stuff written all over their bathroom wall?
They do, but it's not as bad as you think it would be.
Well, it's
Like, you think at Brash, it'd be like
just
a
inundated.
it'd be just a bunch of penises on the wall.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's
Is that what happens in men's bathrooms?
Well,
Is
it's
it
the-
just a bunch of penises drawn?
No.
there's quite a bit of in the gas
Penis
station
art?
bathrooms.
Well, yeah, but that's because that's the funniest thing to draw.
Yeah, that's kind of like the go-to thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
But-
weird because, like, girls don't, like, women don't just, like, draw vaginas or boobs,
But
like ever.
well,
It's not as funny.
I was gonna say you can do boobs. Okay, here's the problem. Well, I guess you could do like the dun like that, like a loop and a loop,
Yeah.
and then but then
Right.
you still got to
Like a
come back.
W.
Yeah, but then you still got to come back with the
Yeah,
sec-
well, you have to add detail.
You have to lift the pen. You have to lift the pen or pencil.
Oh, I see. Like a penis is like a continuous line.
yeah.
I see.
Wedding tackle
see that.
is all one,
see.
especially if you start balls, ball, shaft,
Right.
head,
Right.
second shaft. You're
Right.
good.
And one continuous line.
Yes,
Yeah,
and then you can come back and add the hairs if you need to, a la.
Right.
Oh boy, I remember this. I remember
I think
this
that
show.
depends on how smart you are, right? Because the more detail you add to a picture, the smarter you're supposed to be.
Possibly.
That's how they test kids.
Really?
Yeah, like when I was making my penis pictures, the more detail and veins and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you added
I ended up
veins.
in the gifted and talented program.
You always keep like a blue pencil just to.
Just in case, like you never know. You guys want to know a real story?
Yeah, absolutely.
There's nothing more disgusting than talking about kids drawing penises. I had a friend that had a bachelorette party one time,
Mm-hmm.
and I was told to make the cake, and I found a mold that was perfect,
Yeah.
and nobody would eat it because I made it look too realistic.
Oh.
Like
Wait.
you added.
But I
veins?
felt like if you're gonna do it,
Yeah.
you have to go all the way. You can't.
Yeah.
You really have to put 100%
Well,
into.
Hold
something
on.
like that.
What flavor cake was it?
It was chocolate.
Oh, of
So
course.
how
Because once you go chocolate, you never go.
and
back.
was it a big cake? Like how many people were we feeding here? I would imagine.
I mean, it was big enough for everyone to have a slice. Yeah.
Of course it was.
Now,
course
do you
it-
think people may have not eaten that because you said you were very realistic, and
Mm-hmm.
maybe because it was covered in hair, maybe that's why they didn't eat it?
What did you? Yeah. What did you do? Like
Do you want realism, or do you want some phony cartoony cake that could just be like? Do you want a real penis, or do you want a cartoon penis? That's really,
I'll take a cartoon penis.
yeah.
really. You want Daffy Ducks over Magic Mike? No, nobody wants that.
Did you use like what are they on those competition, the cooking competition shows, like Cupcake Wars, where they just
I
string?
totally Great British Bake Off, the whole thing. Yeah.
Jeffrey just asked if it shot out cream filling.
It had cream at the end. Like at the end of it, I put some at
Wow.
the end coming out of the butt. Yeah. It
That's-
didn't shoot it because that would take another level of skill
Yeah.
beyond my skill level. But
Yeah. You gotta be true to yourself and your own. No.
in hindsight, now that I'm like an adult, because back then I wasn't really an adult yet, probably, I don't really understand why bachelorette parties are all about penises. Because once you get married, really the last thing you're thinking about
It's a penis.
is like that's so much work. So why would you make the bachelorette party all about that?
Why
I
has it
don't
got to
really
be
get it.
work?
Well, you know what I mean. It's a long day. You know, you're tired. It's never work in my life. I'm not talking about myself.
Yeah.
I mean other people.
Yeah.
Other people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice. And yes, Josh was describing American Vandal earlier on.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've watched. I wonder if they're gonna do season 2. I thought that was a brilliant show.
Is there anything left? I
That,
think.
Not about that story necessarily,
Or
but they
something
could,
different.
that was
Yeah.
probably like one of my favorite shows on Netflix.
it's great.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty funny.
Did I watch something recently that I thought was worth watching? That's the thing.
You know what we're watching, Josh?
What?
Sneaky Pete.
Oh, what do you think so far? How many episodes in?
We're well into season 1.
Okay.
I think you might be on episode 8.
Okay. Yeah, it's we haven't started season 2 yet, so let me know when you get to there. Maybe we'll.
The only thing is that Giovanni, what's his name? Giovanni Ribisi or whatever his name
Yeah,
is.
mhm.
He has the same issues that I think that John Hamm has, where they have like permanent constipation face
Oh,
always when they're acting like this.
It
Like
has
they're
that little
worried.
the lip kind of.
Yeah.
And yeah.
It's super. It's distracting to me.
And
But I'm pushing through.
He's one of those kind of the same. It's him doing a character. It's not like he doesn't get lost in a character. But if you've seen any of his movies or shows, it's just he's
Right.
so him.
He is the character. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's pretty. It's good though. It's a good show. I like it.
Yeah, Margot Martindale or what? She's always good.
Hey,
What?
Scott just jumped on.
Hey, Scott.
Oh,
Hey,
hey,
you
they're
see-
drinking your
You
beers
see what
today,
we're drinking,
man.
Scott?
Hey, yes, we are. It's delicious, Scott. Delicious.
You know he can't answer you, right? Because he's not in the room with you, Kennedy. I just
Yeah,
just letting you,
I think he's.
He loves all of us.
you
That's what he
idiot.
says.
Of course he does. We love him right back.
Although I missed you on Saturday, Scott.
Well, he can't just show up for you every time you go somewhere.
And you didn't message ahead of time.
Yeah,
anything.
you have to message ahead of time.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like he should have known. He should have asked.
Should he?
Yeah.
Should he have?
Yeah. His spider senses were tingling.
Yeah.
It's because it's all about penises today on Liquid Lunch.
Well,
Penis cakes.
I mean, to be honest, it's not the first time the show's been
You know
all
what's
about
funny? That
penises.
even though we were talking about a disgusting penis cake, I'm so hungry now.
So if you had one with you now,
I mean,
take it down.
maybe.
Yeah, a couple slices anyway.
I mean, just, maybe.
Yeah. Scott, I wonder, are there ever bachelorette parties at Freetail?
That's a good idea.
And do they do any bachelorette party
I don't
themed?
know why I don't see more brewery weddings in San Antonio. I'm always like, you guys need to really take advantage of these venues because they're so perfect for, in my opinion, events like that.
Yes. Yeah, and most of them can be, they're open, so a lot of people, right?
Right. So you can fit a lot of people in there. All you just need is like tables and chairs and annoying relatives. You've got a wedding.
You got a wedding.
Yeah,
Yes.
the tap room at Freetail is really cool.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
so
it's nice.
it's so cool in there. The artwork is really awesome.
Yes, a lot of the skulls and stuff.
Yeah.
The Dia de los Muertos theme.
You would call those calaveras, Kennedy?
Calaveras. Yep.
Yeah.
Scott says they've had some weddings and wedding receptions.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's good.
That is good. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Has he had any penis cake?
I mean, probably not today.
Maybe not today. Not on
in
Thursday. That's more like a Saturday night kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I was there Saturday night. I didn't see one single penis cake there.
Well, you didn't come to my house. That's why.
I wonder if a bakery could get along just doing those. Like if they were known for that. Like
I'm sure.
the best. That's their niche.
I actually am a pretty good baker. I don't want to brag, but it's true. And I thought about making like really inappropriate cakes as just like a business. But I think of a new business every 5 minutes, so they never pan out.
Scott's wanting to know when we can all go to Whole Foods and hang out because that's where Scott and I do the last few episodes of Interbrews he's been on. It's always been at a Whole Foods. I wonder what the centermost location of Whole Foods would be between.
Well, if we could prime me over there, it'd be perfect.
Oh yeah, maybe Prime will get those drones going, just carry us over there.
Yeah.
That'd be a good thing. I want to get Scott's take on Game 3 of the Rockets Warriors. I know you guys aren't that big in the I know, Catherine. Once the Spurs are out, you
Sorry.
lose all the interest in the world.
Drooling.
I know.
Yeah, because I'm pins and needles for every game.
Yeah. I just wonder what his prediction is for Game 3. We'll see. It's going to be an epic series, I think. I think it's going 7. Yeah. Anyway. Okay.
Advertisers make way more money when it goes 7.
Sure. But it's just two good teams. They're great. They're great. It's good basketball. It's the Rockets.
Who are they playing?
Are we still
Golden
doing the
State,
show?
right?
Oh,
Yeah. Anyway. Okay. Not the place to have a sports discussion, apparently.
no, you guys.
Yeah, go ahead. But honestly, who are you going to discuss sports with?
Scott.
Me?
He just said.
Catherine?
Scott just said he'd bet on the Rockets in Game 3.
I'd bet on the Rockets.
Game 3. If they are getting 10 points. Whatever. That's my comeback. Whatever. Yeah. Okay. What's the other beer we got? Are we out of, do we have any more of this one? Did we drink it all?
This.
What's the ABV on this one? I bet it's like 6.3. Am I right? Hold on, I got it right here.
Hold on.
I got it right here. Here we go.
I know it was bottled on. Wow.
Wow, what?
Oh.
5.6.
It was bottled on 2/15/2018.
5.6 ABV. So, not bad. Not bad for early in the day.
All right.
What's the other one?
For our second one, I am glad you asked.
Do I need to play the intro again?
Sure.
Okay.
It's time for your favorite segment and mine.
Again.
Here on Liquid
The Kennedy
Lunch.
Show.
This is
What you drinking?
It's the Kennedy Show. This is what we're drinking on the Kennedy Show.
Well, it is liquid lunch, so it's time for a lunch beer.
Mm-hmm.
Cup O beer from Collective Brewing.
Okay.
It's I've had it before. I'm not gonna spoil it, but this is a noodle flavored beer.
Like a ramen beer?
Yes.
Okay, try it. Just let me know.
It's a
I'm
a
skeptical.
ramen beer.
Here. I'm going to slide this over
I'm
here.
skeptical of anything that's too quirky.
Yeah. Oh, well, you tried pickle effer, right?
I did, and it tasted exactly like pickle juice to me.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, at New Braunfels Brewing, they have a habanero pickle fucker.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
It was actually, well, I had one sip. That one sip was really good.
Yes. Yes.
How'd you get one sip?
Do you just get like a taster?
Did you ask a neighbor?
Frozen.
I don't think so. I think you're.
Camera. The camera just locked up.
Yeah. Okay. Show
All
the
right,
beer.
so here we go.
Wow. Struggled on that one. Down on the floor.
Oh man.
No dogs. Ah.
Did he pee?
He
Or
just.
I just heard a
He was
stream of
straining. It's all over the rug.
Well, it was either the rug or my computer.
Welcome to the Kennedy Show.
We had some issues. Here,
Yeah,
hold on.
well, I don't think that's your
Talk amongst yourselves.
All right. The dogs are now getting drunk. What's the ABV on this beer? What are my dogs drinking?
They're not drinking anything.
They're not licking. I bet Bella's over there. She's probably drinking that up. It's right on the other side of your computer there. He really strained on that one, Catherine. He was like shaking. You ever lift
Yeah.
weights?
I wasn't straining.
What is it? Was it just difficult for you, or do you have some nervous anxiety that maybe you're dealing with?
That does smell. I don't know if I'm going to enjoy this.
Does it smell ramen-y?
Smells like broth.
See, I don't know.
I mean, I smell citrusy, but I don't. Collective has beers that I've enjoyed, but this is. I was going to get some paper towels. There's some stain remover in the laundry room. He gets weirded out.
Kennedy's always blowing his load and then having to clean up after himself.
He got so excited. It's like, whoa.
It's everywhere. And then he's got to pull out the stain remover,
Ew.
paper towels. He's just sopping up all his mess just everywhere.
Hey, Jason Pitts. He said he enjoyed it. Jason Pitts on. Jason Pitts is love that dude. He's in Austin. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
Jason Pitts took me to eat pho pho
Pho?
for the first time a few
Can
years back.
I tell you a funny pho story?
Pho, yeah.
Okay.
Pho, of course.
Let me get on this. Okay. So
Oh,
this
sure.
week, on Friday,
Uh-huh.
Jason came home and he was so hungry, and I hadn't eaten dinner yet, and the kids had already eaten, and he said, do you want pho? And I said, yes, I would love that. Get me the brisket one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he went. Here's the thing. You should never get pho when they're about to close. That's a fresh. Pho should be fresh.
Yeah,
Shouldn't be at the end of the day.
for sure.
So what he brought me, for sure, for real, what he brought me was whatever they had at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And it was just it was a little bit too exotic for me.
What was in it?
It was tripe, which I've had tripe before, right? Because they have put that in menu, though. But it
Okay.
doesn't look nice.
That's like,
it looks
what's that? Like
gross.
stomach or
Stomach lining. It's stomach lining.
something? Okay.
And it had brisket, which is good. I like brisket. And then it had this other sort of gelatinous substance floating in it, and I wasn't really sure what it was.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't want him to feel bad. Oh, and he didn't get himself but after all. He got something else. What did he get? I don't even remember.
Like a burger?
So yeah, something very mainstream. And so I didn't want to make him feel bad, so I just pretended to eat it. But I couldn't bring myself to do it.
There you go. That's not bad. It's not a bad beer.
It doesn't really taste like ramen.
Well, it's got a very
Oh.
citrusy thing going on. But I don't know. I don't know that I could. The smell, like, I don't know, the anticipation was, like, if you had not told me Cuppo beer or whatever,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have gotten that. But the idea going into it, it looks like broth, which
It's good. I like it.
it's not bad. It's not bad. Very tart.
4.4.
I like that.
Oh, that's easy drinking.
Yeah, I like low ABV beers.
Yeah,
But sure.
for real.
Lemongrass. That's it, Jason. That's it. That's the smell. Lemongrass. Has it got lemongrass in it? Used to grow some lemongrass in my backyard.
It
Catherine.
does. It has lime zest, ginger, lemongrass,
Ginger for sure.
seaweed cured sea salt.
That sounds yummy.
Yeah, that's not bad. It's not bad. I get it. Yeah, tastes like my backyard, sort of. Used to.
Yeah.
Hey,
Perfect.
speaking of backyards, let's get
Yeah.
talking on some like hot plant talk.
Ooh,
The
let's do it.
The Vitec in my
Oh,
backyard.
I'm so tingly. Tell me.
Do you have a Vitec? You have Vitex in?
I don't know what that is.
in
What
San
is
Antonio?
Vitec? That sounds like
It's like a tree-ish kind of
that
thing.
sounds like a tech company.
No, yeah. It's like a tree, but it's like more branchy, more
Okay.
bushy, like a hybrid bush tree thing. But they have those little plumy flowers that have little knobbies, but they come in like violet and like white and pink. You know,
Oh.
anyway, ours is a deep purple, and it's like the sun hits it in the morning, and those just pop.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
like all over the place. I'll take a picture and post it.
Do you
Yeah.
water it with smoky water?
No. Oh, dad life stuff. Dad life. Y'all ready for this?
Dun, dun, dun. Sorry, deep
Yeah.
purple.
Yes.
Tell me.
Dad life stuff. Okay. You know how I talked about, I don't know if I said this on the show, but we were talking home automation kind of stuff.
Okay.
Okay. This is awesome. If you have a sprinkler system, okay, our sprinkler controller blew out, so we needed a new one. So I got the Rachio. This is an endorsement I use it. I love it so far, like 2 weeks into it.
Okay.
Rachio sprinkler system head unit thing.
Okay.
It's a lot smaller than my old Rainbird. My Rainbird was big and bulky. That was a 2010 model, something like that.
Okay.
Brand new. Wi-Fi. I can get on my phone. I can turn on any zone I want
Yeah.
from anywhere.
From anywhere.
Yes. I was leaving the other day and I was looking at our hanging baskets, and one of them was looking
Yeah.
pretty dry. You know, I was like, ugh. And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
we really need to water that. We're going to lose another one. And so I was
Yeah.
about to text Kelly and be like, hey, can you please water that when you get home? And I was like, wait a minute.
But you didn't have to.
Nope, I just took it off the hook, got in my car as I'm backing up, hit the brakes, went to the zone, boom, 10 minutes of watering. As I looked up, just started
Nice.
watering right there. It was so
Very
badass.
nice.
It was so badass. And it takes into account weather, like it takes the forecast. So if you're getting rain that day, soil content and the type of soil you have, the slope, all of that stuff.
Wow. I'm going to have to tell Jason because I have a little herb garden going, which I'm real excited because it's still alive.
Yeah, oh, that's good.
It's not dead. It's surviving, which is super exciting, except that there's a cat that likes to pee in it. So that's kind of not doing it for me. But
Are you
it's
growing
fine.
catnip in it or something?
Yeah. Yeah, super weird. I like to put that in my pasta. But Jason planted me 3 rose bushes for Mother's Day,
Oh, nice.
which was really sweet. Yeah.
What type of rose? Like knockout roses?
I don't know what
They're
they
very
are.
hardy.
They're just roses. I don't know what kind they are.
Okay.
But he built this whole beautiful thing for them, and they're all elevated now and in this like box thing in front of our house, which is beautiful. But then I'm like, I know they're gonna die because we always do beautiful things and then forget about them.
Yeah. Well, if it's knockout roses, those are supposed to be tailor-made for this area.
Okay,
So,
well,
like-
hopefully they are.
Yes, and that means you can just stick them in the ground, not do anything, and a year later come back and they should be thriving
Okay.
based on the amount of
Well,
rain and
yeah.
sun and all that stuff we get here. So
Yeah.
they're a very hardy plant.
Okay.
But this also, the ratio unit also takes into
Yeah.
account the type of grass you have,
Oh
the
wow.
amount of shade you get per day or sun you get per day.
Okay.
It's just weather, like temperature, wind, all of that stuff. It takes all of it into account.
Wow.
Up
All
to-
right, guys. Well, go get that on Amazon.com/liquidlunch.
Yeah. And you can, we've only got 6 zones here at the house, but you can do up to
Yeah.
16 zones.
Oh wow.
So if you know how to install a new zone with the wiring, which I've got to learn to do that. Jeffrey probably knows how to do that kind of stuff. He's an engineering whiz. But, you could do, like, even for your pots, you could do the drip lines up into your pots and set those all and everything. Ooh, man.
Ooh.
It's,
So exciting.
yeah, it's pretty
So
awesome.
thrilling.
Pretty awesome.
Sounds like it.
Yeah,
Sounds like it. I have a hard time just using my Roomba. So I don't know how I would do with I don't like the Roomba.
But, well, okay, here's the thing about the Roomba. You
Because
got,
that's like something else that's supposed to like work on its own and you're not
Yeah.
really supposed to have to do anything with it, but it never does what I want it to do.
well, you got to empty it, right? It'll fill up.
Well, I do that. I empty it and
You
I
got-
let it charge on its home or whatever.
But then you also got to get stuff out of the way, right? You have
Right,
to pick up.
except that I feel like I specifically let it go because like there will be like a crumb mess somewhere,
Uh-huh.
and it'll go to every other effing room except for the one that I needed to go to, and I can never find the remote. I don't know where the remote is.
Uh-huh.
It's just like I just go get a broom and sweep it up.
So you're saying your Roomba kind of sucks.
Yeah, I mean in that regard, yes. Like if it could read minds, that's what we need.
Okay. That was a Roomba pun.
No, it's a vacuum joke. I got it. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. There you go.
I'm validating you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. It's the little thing.
Can I tell you guys about a mom moment that I had today or yesterday?
Please do.
Okay. So hold on to your seats, ladies and gentlemen. It's about to get a wild ride. So my daughter is 16 now. She'll be 17 in September. Her friends have started driving. She wanted to go from her school to a restaurant
Okay.
with her friend.
Seems
'Cause
reasonable.
They're not allowed to have more than one other kid in the car now. That's like the law, right?
Really? Okay. Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. So smart because I had like 30 people in my station wagon around her.
Yeah. Yes.
So it was her and one other friend, and she asked, could we please go from the school to have dinner together, and then you can pick me up from there and take me home. So for whatever reason, this triggered something inside of me like, oh my God, she's going to have 15 minutes of freedom that I have no control over. We have to have a talk right now. Right now, this minute. So I may have taken it too far. But I said, I did the whole talk, the whole thing. If your friends want to drink and you decide you want to try something, you just call me. Call me. Please call me. And I will come and get you. Never get in the car with somebody that's been drinking. Like, we go through the whole thing. Don't make me a young grandmother.
Yeah.
Right? Let's talk about that before you
Whoa.
do any of that.
It's 15
right?
minutes. I mean,
No, I know. But like something clicked inside of me when I was like, oh my gosh, we need to talk about this right now. You should have seen her poor face.
Oh,
She was
yeah.
like, all I was asking was to go to Whataburger with my friend after school. And now you've got me pregnant, drinking,
Yeah.
and doing meth in the car. And I'm like, I just want to make sure that you understand
Yeah.
that please just think of me
Okay.
every
Yeah.
time you move.
Yeah. Who knew that that A1 Thick and Hearty had so much baggage with it?
It's so stressful, Josh. Like, how do you tell your kids, like, I don't want you to drink, but if you do, you need to call me so I can come get you. But don't do it. But if you do, please don't drive. Don't go in the car with anybody. But I don't want you to do it. But if you do,
But,
yeah.
okay, so speaking of kids and drinking and calling, Michael Graham from Austin Beer Works, he brought up, I guess it was last week. He was talking about the Austin City Limits Festival
Yeah.
and how they have Karbach as their craft beer sponsor.
Right.
And they're
right.
not craft beer, obviously.
Right.
But he posted something on Twitter about beer laws here in Texas, how, a production brewery can't sell beer to go in a package, packaged beer to go.
Right.
But you could take your kid of any age, 16, 9,
Yeah.
3.
year and a half,
brewery.
year and 1 month,
Right.
however, how old's Hazel? Year and 2 months, 14
She's
months?
15 months.
Okay, 15 months. To a brewery, give them beer.
Right.
I don't
You
know
can
if
give them beer.
Yes,
Absolutely.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get if you're the parent, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes, if you're the parent or legal guardian, you can give them.
That's really funny because I would never give my kid beer. I don't think.
or wine, any
Or
alcoholic beverage.
wine. Yeah.
If I think the law, like the intent or the original deal, if you're Catholic and you go to church
I see.
and communion wine, right?
And your parents are, okay, I get
Right.
it, yeah.
But you could take them to a brewery, serve them beer, and
Yeah.
that's fine.
Right.
You could serve them, I guess, a couple. I don't know if they get legal in I don't know where the line is. But you can give
Right.
them a beer. Perfectly fine. But you can even get them like a crowler to go. If you're at a brew pub, but if you're at a production brewery, the only way you're going to get in trouble is if you give your kid a 6-pack
Right.
and they walk out the door.
Right. That's pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I really had never even thought about that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. As long as you're their legal guardian, they could drink
That is
with
nuts. I think it's because I wasn't raised that way. Like my mom was really strict about the fact that we could not drink until we were 21, and there was no talking about it.
Yeah.
She would just pretend like it wasn't happening. There was no acknowledgement of it at all.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a weird
weird.
thing. It's a weird thing.
Yeah.
Weird, crazy laws. Anyway.
I did have friends. I remember I had one friend in particular in high school that her mom would buy wine coolers, and they would drink together. Her and her mom would drink wine coolers together. Now that I think about it,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't want to drink with my kids because I don't. They have friends. I have my own friends. Why would I want to drink with my kids?
Yeah. Like when I brew with, I like let the girls throw hops in and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I want them to learn the process and that sort of thing. I let them
Right.
smell it. All that kind of stuff. But just that whole like sitting back and having a beer with a kid.
Yeah. Well, because you know that it alters their state of mind. It's different than, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. But it's just a weird thing here in Texas.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, I mean, they just changed the marriage laws not that long ago, too. Like, it used to be that you could marry off any old buddy as long as your parents were
Oh.
down with it.
Oh, speaking of like age,
Yeah.
like any age.
Well, I mean, I don't know what the age. I mean, I know the laws have changed over time, but it used to be you could marry off an 11 or 12-year-old to like a 6-year-old dude, and as long as your parents signed the paper,
Yeah.
you're good to go.
That's you.
It's gross.
That is real gross.
At that point, you're just waiting for him to die, right? That's what I would think.
Something.
Yeah.
Well, those are old laws that have been on the books.
Yeah.
Forever.
But that nobody ever thinks to change them, I guess.
Well, yeah, people live a lot longer and then they just don't even think about the law, suppose. I'm going to give people the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
I don't know that it's been challenged. Maybe it has, and we got weird people in power.
Oh, this
Yeah.
is when women would die at childbirth, like about every other child.
Sure. Yeah. And
Yeah.
the life expectancy, it was not that long ago that if you lived to be 60, you were super, super old,
Right.
which that's not the case anymore. So,
Yeah.
But we have so many things that get bottlenecked, like, retirement age and Social Security and all that stuff that,
Yeah.
the math ain't working on all that stuff. The marriage stuff and it ain't.
Yeah.
It ain't what it used to be. But you know what is legal now? Maybe. Well,
What's
at
that?
least the states can decide now. Sports gambling.
I saw that. I'm so on the fence about this.
Oh, let's talk about it. What are you on the fence
Yeah.
about?
Well, because I just think there's something really seedy about betting on kids. Because they're saying that they're going to let you do anything, right? So like little league, high school, college. It just feels like it could get a little corrupt or a little weird. For anyone, like I feel like if you need to be at least an adult, a legal adult, to have someone gamble on you. In my opinion.
I think the biggest thing is how do you control little league? Like if two parents want to throw down a bet, right?
Right.
And let's say even in a good way, maybe the whole, like the two teams, the parents get together, they pool all their money and they put in a big pot, and then the winner, a percentage of the winnings goes to charity or to pay for team fees or something. I don't know.
That's a really sweet thought. Yeah.
Could happen, right?
Probably
and that's
not,
probably
but yeah. Yeah.
And then they put all their kids' college savings into this bet, and then if it pays off, that's going to be a good deal.
But that could happen. That could happen either way. I mean, you could put your kids' college savings into any bet.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
But when it's Little League, how would you keep somebody from, like, your buddy as the umpire? Like, hey, wink and a nod.
Right.
We were talking about this yesterday when
That's
you were.
Just, like, it's so odd. Like, it's just so odd to me. And I just feel like not to make it weird, but it could get super corrupt,
Yeah.
really fast. Or, like, I don't know, kids being forced to do things they don't want to do. And, like, I don't know. It just feels, whenever there's money involved, things get corrupt.
It's true with everything. Like,
Yeah.
marketers come in and ruin everything, and then basically
Right. These kids are, like, practicing 15 hours a day.
they do that now though. Anyway, that's the thing.
Listen, I watched that. There's a documentary that I watched about kids football.
Mm-hmm.
It was just, like, brutal. These kids are like babies.
Yeah, the head trauma thing is a lot more of a concern. I would personally, and like long term, than any money type of thing.
Right.
That head trauma is forever. But
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think if you're foolish enough to throw down a bet where you have like the super shady Little League, I mean, that's
so weird.
It's kind of on. You kind of deserve to lose, I guess, if you get into that trap. But I don't know. But it'll be interesting to be able to, bet on the Rockets game on Sunday.
It's just that people that are already making money are going to make a lot more money.
Yeah, doesn't bother me. That doesn't bother me. Make that money.
Yeah, get those billions of dollars.
If I can win a bet every once in a while, which I don't really bet. I'm really bad. I'm too emotional. I can't.
Yeah.
There used to be this. It was a site out of College Station called Cent Sports.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's around anymore. But what they would do is you would watch an ad, and they would pay you 10 cents for watching the ad. I mean, they wouldn't give it to you, but it would go into your account, and then you could take that 10 cents and you could place it like a penny at a time. I believe it's been a long time. This is years ago. Okay. You could place a cent on each game, or you could do one bet for 10 cents. And once you got up to, that's what it was. 10 cents you could make a 10-cent bet. And then, on any game, whatever they had, the Vegas odds, all that stuff. And if you won, once you got up to $1, then you could bet on multiple different games. And you couldn't get a payout until you got up to $100. And even then they would make you jump through a bunch of hoops to get the payout.
Interesting.
Yeah. But it was amazing. Like, you could bet on women's basketball, like college basketball, like way off somewhere in California or something that you didn't care about at all. But if you have like a 75-cent bet on a women's basketball game that the point total needs to get,
all that matters.
Even the garbage time when it's like a 70 to 30 game, that's the score. And you're like, oh, they've got to get to 110. It's like, don't put the scrubs in. Y'all got to keep playing. Come on, foul. When normally you'd be like, this is why you wouldn't watch it. Otherwise, it's for those types of sports, it could actually be a good thing. Yeah. I'm just saying.
Yeah. We'll see what happens, Josh.
Yeah. I mean, maybe that's what, like, WNBA. They're the ratings are not that good.
Right. So maybe more people start betting.
Yes.
It'll be different.
You get real emotionally involved real quick when it's your money.
Yeah.
So it's not all.
I'm not a gambler. I'm not into gambling at all.
That's good.
I do like scratch offs. if I have like an extra dollar in my wallet, I'll put it in the machine and get a scratch off.
And the odds are way, way, way better on a sports bet than they would be. Even just a random sports bet that you know nothing about are way better.
Yeah.
Than a scratch off. You could to win a scratch off, you're more likely to get struck by lightning twice.
But I feel like I go into the scratch off thinking I'm gonna lose anyway. Like, this is just something I'm doing for fun in this moment.
Get your lighter.
So if I win $1, I'm like, oh, I broke even.
Yeah, that is funny how that does that though. But yeah, it's the worst. That's the worst part of worst form of gambling is the scratch or the lottery.
Yeah.
You're more likely to get struck twice by lightning and eaten by a shark, like all in one fatal swoop.
Yeah.
Than actually winning. But yet it's okay. Anyway, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I don't know if sports gambling is now made up. The minds are made by the state. Maybe the beer laws will get better too.
Maybe.
I'm thinking big picture. Like,
you know what I love about you, Josh?
What's that?
I love your optimism. It's one of the things that I admire the most about you.
Okay.
Because I'm all doom and gloom in my mind, right? Things are just going to get worse. That's always what I think.
That's not entirely true. See,
But
this is
you-
me being optimistic about your pessimism. This is not entirely true. When you see
Yeah.
a chocolate penis cake, you're like, I bet you that tastes good enough to eat.
Oh, no, yeah, that's true. I'm optimistic about that, yes.
You're like, who made it? That doesn't matter. It's probably going to
Yeah.
be good enough.
Yeah, doesn't matter. Does not matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's yummy. Cake is always good. Doesn't matter what it looks like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pie is better.
Well, pie is better. Pound for pound, especially.
Pie is really, depending on the pie. Peach is not my thing.
Fried peach pie?
It's
Like a
hard
pocket
to-
pie?
It's hard to make a good peach
I
pie.
don't like peaches. Peaches are gross.
Shut your mouth. You know what? That's fine.
Hold on.
I'll eat the peach ones. You can have. What
Okay.
what fruits do you like?
She's
All
no
of them
longer-
except for peaches.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
damn
fine.
it. I said she's no longer on camera, but I guess she is.
Yeah, she's right there.
They're musty, or I don't know. I just can't. There's a bitterness and a mustiness to peaches that just don't do it for me.
Have you ever had a pocket pie? One of those fried pies? Look like.
I went to Arkansas,
Thank you.
and I went to one of those markets,
Yeah.
like those I guess it's like a farmer's market. It was like an outdoor air market.
Mm-hmm.
And I did eat quite a few fried pies. I
Yeah.
guess is what they're called there.
Mm-hmm.
They're really good.
Yeah, they are. They're.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people call them pocket pies. They are fried pies.
Yeah.
What they make chocolate. They make anything really, but chocolate, apple, peach, cherry
Yeah.
is kind of.
They're basically an empanada. if
Yes.
you're- Like to speak in my own terms,
Mhm.
basically an empanada, but so
Sweet.
good.
Yeah.
Empanada
sweet.
pie filling.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're so good.
Yeah. No, yeah. What's not to like about dough filled with something sweet, deep
I mean,
fried?
and you can hold it in your hand and walk around and eat it.
Now, the ones that you had, was it biscuit dough or pie
You know what?
crust
It's
dough?
been a few years, so I don't remember, but I remember we got a chocolate one. I think we got an apple one. They were so good, and the kids loved them. I remember.
Yeah, some people make a biscuity dough. Some people make a pie dough for
Yeah,
the crust.
I want to say they were pie dough.
Yeah, I like those better.
Yeah.
I like those better. And when you make peaches, this may be, I don't know if you had a peach one there. Use dried peaches.
Oh, really? Because it expands and gets in the.
Yeah, you make when
juices?
you do your filling, use dried peaches, a little bit of vinegar, and your sugar and a little water.
Is that a regional thing for Arkansas or the South, or like what is that?
Yeah,
What is
well, I mean, we grew up with them, so I'm guessing so. And
Okay.
my grandmother made them. She was from Mississippi. She would come to the
Okay.
house and do like a huge batch of them.
Man,
Just
I might make some today. I don't know.
Yeah.
The more we talk about it.
yeah, she would do apple. She would do whatever she could get her hands on. But
Yeah.
it was but there was a barbecue place we'd always go to that had the chocolate ones. Those were always good. Yeah. I think a pumpkin one would be good. I got to figure out how to
Yeah. Well,
make a good
you
one.
pumpkin empanadas are really yummy. Those are probably my favorite.
Yeah. That's what I want to do for Halloween. I want to hand out pumpkin fried pies.
Fried pies.
Oh, I'd have a line out the door. Like
Yeah.
literally, because that's where they
Is there anything from your childhood that was kind of a regional food that you miss
Mm-hmm.
living in Houston?
Yep. When you go eat, some people have fried catfish here, but
Okay.
it's not like the all-you-can-eat catfish buffet, and they don't have pickled tomatoes.
Pickled tomatoes? Okay.
Yeah, they get the green tomatoes and they pickle them, and they bring them out in a
Yeah.
little, like, chips and salsa, but it's like a little bowl of these super tart
Okay.
but yet sweet, and they put some onion in there, and get you like all ready for some fried salty catfish.
All right.
Yeah.
No.
And then of course hush puppies. Who doesn't like hush puppies?
Hush puppies are delicious.
Yeah. And then barbecue's different in Texas than it is over from my neck of the woods. You don't put slaw on a barbecue sandwich here as much. It's always
Okay.
back in Arkansas,
Yeah.
chopped pork, slaw, sauce,
Right.
a little sweeter.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I like them both.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I actually prefer like a sliced brisket sandwich now.
Okay.
Like if I had to pick, I'd be like, give me all the meat.
Yeah.
But
For sure.
yeah, when I go back, I enjoy it.
All right.
I'm
Good
trying
to
to think
know.
if there's anything else.
just
Everything
wondering.
else is just deep fried.
I found Arkansas to be very charming where I was.
Where were you?
I don't remember, but I'm sorry.
Well, when you
I
look
think
at
I
the
still have
state-
Baby Braid.
Okay, so I'm
And wherever
I'm from
Clinton
here.
has his library, where does
Oh,
Clinton
that's
have his
way down
library?
here in either Hope. No, he's in Little Rock. Little
Okay,
Rock's in the
I was
middle.
in Little Rock. That's where I was.
Okay, that's not the best part. Okay, so I'm from. Okay, let me see if the way we're looking here. Okay, so this is the Boot Hill of Missouri right here, right above my thumb.
Yeah.
I'm from right here. This is
Okay.
sorta, or up here maybe. Well, I'm going backwards. Orientate my. I'm from here-ish. The best part's over here on the pinky.
Okay.
That's the Ozarks. Beautiful. University of Arkansas, Fayetteville, all that stuff. And then Little
Okay.
Rock's right smack dab in the middle.
Okay.
But it's all the people there. People are great.
Yeah, it was very charming. I everything looked beautiful
Yeah.
where I was.
Yeah. Nicest people you'll ever meet. And but mostly dry counties. So you gotta only about half the places there are not in a dry
Yeah.
county. Anyway. This segment brought to you by the Arkansas Tourism Board.
That's right. Get your fried pies, y'all.
Get your fried pies. You can go duck hunting, fishing, exploring, trail riding,
Yeah.
however you want to do it. The natural state,
Yeah.
Arkansas.
I
Visit
think
today.
what I liked about it is this is before San Antonio had farmers markets really, is that I just stumbled onto it. I wasn't seeking out a market, and I just kind of walked right into it, and I was so excited to see it.
How long ago was that?
Maybe 6 years ago, 7 years ago.
Okay. Yeah, Little Rock's kind of come along as far. They've got, a bunch of good breweries down there now. They've got the riverfront area that's pretty cool. There's
Yeah.
definitely some places in Little Rock you don't want to go. Like really?
Okay.
I don't know if you ever watched Roadhouse, but there were some bad things that happened to Dalton and Little Rock.
Thanks.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Yeah, but isn't that true for any city?
that's true. It is true.
I mean, Houston has its pocket.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, so did somebody just drop something off? The Amazon, the UPS guy
Maybe.
dropped something off?
I haven't. Listen, maybe because I have a teenager who orders crap all the time.
I'm so curious as to
Wow. How many dogs do you actually have?
That's just the one, right?
I have 3 dogs in a bar.
Can you swing the camera? What is going on?
Is that every time the doorbell rings?
Yeah, well, the doorbell doesn't ring that often because we're not very friendly people. Shh. I'm gonna mute my mic for just a second.
Michael Vick over there. What's going on?
Dog fights.
Yeah. Kendi, you've been real.
My mic will mute.
Here, I'll just do that. No.
Well, that's a good prank to play.
Oh, just have somebody go ring her doorbell in the middle of the show?
Whenever we're live, just somebody ring the doorbell.
I don't know who it is.
5 minutes of dog bark.
Ah, man, that was fun. That was fun. All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about the weekend.
Okay.
What we got planned?
I might have a She's Crafty taping on Sunday.
What? Go on.
I don't know where it is.
And like you haven't mapped it, or you're not sure. You're just gonna
You know,
like.
I have a co-host now, Jackie. She's so awesome.
Mm-hmm.
She planned it, and she sent me the first names of 2 people.
Okay.
Like I knew who they were, and she was like, "I'm scheduling with so and so and so and so on Sunday at noon," and I was like, "Cool." And then I never thought to be like, "Who is that?"
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So there's that. And on Saturday, if you're in San Antonio, Barbacoa Apparel will be at Felice Modern for a Puto summer pop-up.
Oh, that's cool. Seems
Yeah.
like I'll do a lot of those.
Me too.
I officially need a new Barbacoa shirt because mine's
Well,
been in such heavy rotation.
I don't want to spoil anything, so I won't give too many details.
Mm-hmm.
But we have a big thing coming up where you may be able to get Barbacoa Apparel right down the street from yourself.
What?
And they just came back and said they need more.
I think I know what.
So
Mm?
maybe all over Texas. I don't know yet. We'll find out soon.
Woo, that's exciting. That's exciting.
I know. So you may not even have to go to that website and order through there. You may be able to just get it right down the street.
Yeah, that's a tease and a half right there. But until then,
You mean
Barbacoa
So then go to barbacoaapparel.com/shop.
I mean, that's a tease.
or t-shirt. Tease. I get it. Good.
Yeah.
On the Kennedy Show. Yep, there you go. Let's see what else is going on. Oh, just put up episode 161 of Interbrews over here.
Saw that.
We recorded out at a Thistle Draft Shop with Mary Thorne, Jake, and Huggy Bear from Southern Star was there. Catherine.
Huggy Bear.
Yeah. James Wolfe, Huggy Bear.
Okay.
Just so much fun. That was a fun episode.
Yeah.
And if you're ever, when you get back to Houston, if you're in the Houston area, spring Thistle Draft Shop, 2920 Gosling.
The place
there.
to go.
Ah, such good food, great atmosphere, fantastic beer selection, great people. Woo, good stuff.
And a little sneak peek.
Sneak peek.
Yeah, we may be doing a show from there
Oh,
next week
maybe
if everything works out.
if everything. Yeah,
We may be live.
we may be live.
Wow.
Of course, we were supposed to be live right off the top of the hour here, and you saw how that
And
worked.
it didn't happen.
So we never want to box ourselves into like what will happen.
Actually, if you guys maybe might start taking bets on the show.
Perfectly legal now until they out
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Yep. I've got coming up this week. Let me pull up my calendar. I've got so many things going on with the show. Thank you all to everybody that's been listening to Interbrews. We've had a lot of feedback and all that good stuff. So I've got a busy day. Let me tell you about my day, Catherine. Coming up on
Okay.
this next week on Tuesday. So it's close to the end of the school year, right?
Thank God.
Yeah, we've got our 5th grade field day on Tuesday, first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
And let's see. No, okay, later on. That next week is the talent show. My daughter Reese has been working on a musical number.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
But as soon as I'm done at field day, I'm going to run over to Wicked Boxer, one of the newest breweries in the Houston area here in Cypress, and record with Brian. That's on Tuesday.
Very nice.
And should all things go according to plan, on Wednesday, down to Pearland for a Backfish Brewing recording.
Ooh,
So
that's exciting.
yeah, I took a couple weeks off in May, but you're going to get all 5 episodes for the month of May. So, because we got a couple the next week as well. So,
Wow.
Bringing it to you.
Yeah. Josh, bringing it to you.
On the Kennedy Show. All right. Kennedy, what are you doing this weekend? Oh, this week, what else am I doing this weekend? I don't know. I went to 11 Below this past weekend. I'll go somewhere this weekend. I'm not going to box myself in. All right, go for it. Kennedy, what are you doing?
Oh,
Got any
I
plans?
don't think I have any plans.
All right.
I'm not really planning on doing anything
Ooh,
on
take it
the
the
Kennedy
week
Show.
You don't get to do it yourself. That's not how it works. You're the host. You can't lower yourself. That's our job, right?
I can clap when I want to clap. It's my
no.
show.
Yeah, but
apparently.
come on, man. Come on, man.
Come on.
All right.
No,
As we pull into the end of the school year, there's a lot of stuff that happens, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
A lot of graduate. We have a 5th grade graduation coming up.
I don't think.
We have pool parties.
Yeah.
We have award ceremonies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Talent shows,
Acting talent shows.
parties. Your parties.
My kids had their choir concert tonight.
Oh yeah. How's that? Are you excited?
Okay, well, my oldest had hers on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's the thing. Let me just get into this real fast
Okay.
before we wrap
Please.
up.
Yeah.
Why are they still required to play the recorder?
I don't know.
because it's an easy instrument to play.
But why? Like, I got nothing out of playing the recorder. I'm not proficient at playing the recorder now.
Mm-hmm.
I've never picked it up since. It didn't help me later in life.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I have to sit through other kids for an hour playing whistles?
I think.
Oh God.
You know what I think it is.
Yuck.
I think it's what?
Having to listen to an hour of people playing kids
The
playing
worst.
recorders. Oh,
It's the worst, Kennedy. And it's not even my kid. Because my kid, like, there's two different music programs, but you have to sit through the whole thing because they have to be there at a certain time. It's the worst.
If they would play better music, they're playing like Hot Cross Buns and stuff like
Ugh,
that.
It's so bad.
If they would play like Smoke on the Water, or like all
Yeah.
come together and play like an epic, recorder version of
Right.
Stairway to Heaven
Right.
with like some.
It's just the worst. And then my kids, they go to a school where it's a classical education,
Yeah,
So, and there's no pop culture. So all of the songs are very
boring.
boring. Yes. So then my 16-year-old gets in the car and she's like, "Did you like it?
Mm-hmm.
How was it?" And I was like, "It was great. You did a great job." And she's like, "But did you like the songs? Did you like them?" And I didn't want to tell her. I was asleep.
What you do is you stick in an earbud, crank up
Yes.
Pandora or
Right.
Amazon Music,
Pretend like she's singing something else.
and then you say, "You know what? I did," and you just kind of tag on your ear
Yeah.
because that's what you're referring to. But she,
Right.
she doesn't have to know it.
Right. So we have another round of singing tonight with my little ones.
Okay,
Same types of music.
Okay, we already had our big concert. Ours was actually pretty good because it was a select kind of thing, and it was a big choir of all the 5th graders that made it in this whatever out of
Oh, I
the
see,
Coral
I see.
Fest or whatever they called it.
So it was the best of the best.
It was the best of the best. My daughter was
Okay.
involved, of course, front and center, and it was all contemporary music, even some like Queen and
Oh, nice.
yeah,
Was it Fat Bottom Girls?
no,
Oh.
it was Bohemian Rhapsody actually. What else? A bunch of stuff. Motown. They did a whole Motown thing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was a big
Well,
deal.
I envy you.
Yeah. So anyway, all right. So you don't have any plans for this weekend?
No.
Okay.
No.
I'm gonna hit the music. Don't mind us.
Don't mind us.
Okay. Just 3.5 minutes until we have to be done. Or awkwardly start the music over again.
Stare at each other.
Yeah. So, all right. What else?
We
Should I started the music like a minute and a half ago?
no. We had a really awesome time on Tuesday.
Was two?
When
Oh,
we-
it's Tuesday.
Thistle
Oh.
Draft House.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was 2 days ago. Everything's.
Tuesday.
I do so much editing, like on my days off and stuff.
Yeah.
That it's, it all. I can't remember if that was yesterday or today or
Yeah.
just earlier this morning. Were we there earlier this morning? Let me tell you. Yeah. Okay. You meet people on Facebook, you friend people that you've not necessarily met, but you
Right.
same circles, and so you go, all right, I'll go ahead and friend you.
I have a rule that, like, as long as they're affiliated with the beer industry
Yeah.
or something that I'm doing with Barbacoa Apparel, that I'll usually accept their friendship.
Yes. And so, friends with Mary. Mary's the owner. So we've talked and stuff, right? Like little silly comments and what. But man,
Yeah.
she's great. I met her. I was like, I knew I was gonna like her, but then it's like you meet somebody, and you're like, you know what? I was super. I wasn't even as right as I thought I was gonna be. I was more right.
Awesome.
Yeah.
She worked at St. Arnold's for 7 years.
Yeah, she was the controller at St.
Oh,
Arnold
wow.
for a long time. So, just top-notch place. And, yeah. They got a big window for their kitchen so you can see the chef back there working.
Hey.
Big round bar. They're going to start
Yeah.
serving coffee in the future, she said, so they're going to open up earlier. Good things.
Since I had such a bad weekend, I had to pass up on a whole bunch of food there. She offered anything you want off the menu, go for it. And I'm like,
Is the octopus what? What were the
it's the octopus tostadas.
octopus tostadas?
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretzel knots, like fresh made pretzels
beer cheese.
with the red dragon beer cheese sauce.
The ahi tuna on house-made chicharrones.
Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay.
Oh, and this place is a 7-minute drive from my place.
Even better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was even able to. We went there, and of course, I always forget something. This time it was the cameras.
I mean, you're doing a live stream.
Yeah.
I mean,
So I was
of course.
I was able to drive back home, pick up the cameras, and be back before you guys were even set up.
It's true.
Yeah.
We're very detail oriented, though. All right. Well, we'll wrap there. So, everybody, check out the Grain Cellar, Humble's premier
That's
homebrew
right.
store. Go and tell Preston that Liquid Lunch sent you. Free hugs. Waist up, waist down.
It's up, way down.
Barbacoaapparel.com/shop. Get all those awesome tees, new stuff, prints, pins, anything your heart desires.
Stickers.
Stickers. If you get the Taco Nut t-shirt and you use the light from your phone, you can get it really, really bright when the lights
That's right.
go on.
Oh, you know what else? If you're in Pearland, you can go to there's a store there called Kismet. I just sent her a shipment.
Boom.
Go get it.
Go get it. All right, I got 15 seconds. Do that.
If you're at Crystal Beach or Galveston, watch out for the cops. They're all over the place.
All right, do that. Thanks, everybody. See you next Thursday. Don't get
guys.
busted.